Hi boys and girls, and welcome to the art lesson for today. We are going to be creating an outer space artwork with moving pieces. For today's lesson, you will need one piece of paper for the base of our artwork, and then either a scrap paper or another piece of large paper, because we'll be cutting out elements that will be moving around our artwork. You'll also need a scissor, pencil, an eraser, and a black marker, as well as any coloring supplies you plan on using today, and also some tape or glue. So to get started, all I want to see on your workspace is your paper, a pencil, and you can leave your scissors off to the side. So I'm just gonna set up my workspace. The first thing we are going to be doing is taking our piece of paper and folding it in half. From here, on our folded line, so notice how I opened up my artwork again, and that fold is kind of a little raised in the center. I'm going to find the middle of my paper, and then I'm gonna move about halfway down from there. And I'm just gonna make a dot. Now the next thing you are gonna do is with 2 fingers, you are going to come out to the side here and make a line, and then on the other side, so notice I did that on this half of my folded paper, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other half of my folded paper. So now what I'm going to do is I need to make an arch that is going to be my moon. So there we go. So now from the point here, I am going to cut on my line, and I'm stopping at that line that I drew down there. And I'm stopping. Now I can open up my paper, and here we go. So now I have my moon that will be down here, and this is all of my outer space. So now if I want, I can take my black marker or Sharpie and kind of just outline that moon, and I'm going right over that line that I just cut. So that looks great. So here we go. So now I am going to be creating some details that might go in my background. So the way this is gonna work is we are going to be creating maybe a mini astronaut or a rocket ship that will be kind of able to move around behind our moon and around our paper. So I want to really make this focused on the planets, maybe some stars, and things like that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sharpie and start designing my background. I'm back, and I have my moon, I have my earth, and all my outer space things that I wanted to include. So now what I wanted to show you is, now this planet right here could be any planet you wish to have. So if I wanted this to be my earth or my sun, I could have done that as well. So that is totally up to you, whatever planet you want this to be. Now, the next thing we are going to do is we are going to be taking this piece of paper and kind of just cutting out some smaller shapes that I am going to be using as elements in my artwork. So this one, this is my rocket ship. Maybe I'm just going to do those 2. And now what I'm also going to need is some longer skinny strips of paper. So just something like that will work too. So now I'm gonna put these off to the side for now. I'm still gonna need my scissors, so I'll leave it off to the side. And now I'm going to grab my black marker. You guys can grab a pencil to start. I'm just gonna move that here. So now I have 2 pieces of paper. Now what I can do is I need to think of what I want floating around my space. So the first thing that I'm gonna do on this skinnier piece of paper is I'm gonna do a rocket ship. So I just need to make a curve and a curve coming down. Then these lines get connected with a curve. And now I just do a zigzag for all that fuel. Maybe I want to add some details here. And I'm working small so I could fit everything in. Perfect. And maybe I want to add a little place for them to see. So now what you are going to do is you're going to take one of your strips of paper and you are going to put your rocket on it. Now if you have if you have glue or tape at home, either one will work. And all you are going to do is tape down your rocket ship to that paper. Now, I will show you how this will work. So now what you're going to do is you're going to kind of swing this through, and now our rocket can go anywhere on our page. Now on this one, we learned earlier this week how to draw an astronaut, and we also learned how to draw an alien in a spaceship. So whatever you guys want to draw, that is totally up to you. So and now I have my astronaut and my spaceship kind of moving around. My astronaut's floating around space. Maybe my spaceship is about to take off from the moon. So this is such a fun artwork, and you could really do a bunch of different things, and I hope you guys have fun creating your moving artwork.